Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Mark After Me, and I am TRU. I will today talk about a couple things about astrology, but we're gonna talk the most important for this 7th of May. That coming the super full moon in Scorpio. Why we say super full moon? Because the moon is going to be very close to the earth, which means we are gonna be affected more intensively. But apart from that, you can enjoy the beautiful shine and the beautifulness of how big the moon is going to be on the sky. These chat or these talks we're gonna do today is going to be divided into sections. We're gonna talk about astrology talks. There will be what we need to know under astrology about this super full moon in Scorpio, and then we're gonna jump into the reading in the tarot. We're saying all about what is the tarot perspective on it under my energy, of course, but I would try to do my best to spread it for everybody else. So take your cup of tea, be comfortable. Oh, and if you don't mind, just press subscribe. It's going to be over there. Just subscribe, you have a little ring, you have a little thumbs up. Support my channel right now is super important, and if you do, I will be absolutely grateful forever my life. I'm telling you. So please wait for me, and I see you in the next clip. Bye. Hi. Okay, let's just talk about full moon in Scorpio under astrology perspective. So, what is full moon? Full moon is the meaning about ending a cycle, competition, ending a task, something that is already over, for say. So we are in this full moon is arriving in a Scorpio energy, where Scorpio is all about intensity. It's a water sign. So we need to understand that we have shadows, that we have unfinished business that are coming out, that probably, because Scorpio talk about of sexuality, and probably some of us have that kind of sexual shadow coming out as well. I'm not gonna judge. Probably some of us have it. But to be honest, Scorpio have as well that super good energy that is whatever they put in the goal or whatever they look at for it, they go for it. What I'm trying to say is whatever they put in the middle of the eye, they accept any challenge. They love to conquer their fears. They love to conquer the light. And also they like as well to conquer the shadow and the darkness, because they love challenge. So for example, Aries and Scorpio have this similarity. So when we jump in to Aries energy, is pretty similar to a competition with the Scorpio energy, because they like to win and they like to conquer. They like to get the stuff very deeply to the heart and say, yes, I did it. For me, this full moon is an ending our new moon in Taurus to say work with what you do have and start to adjust yourself how to match you can, or all these transitioning situations that we are living in. But when we jump into the full moon, that having the opposite sign of Taurus, that is Scorpio, that's funny, right? I can understand that we have to dig deep and we have to go in and we have to jump in. But on the same time, we need to be aware there is going to be it's going to be a lot of emotions coming to the surface, and we're gonna feel vulnerable, intense, unstable. We also can feel abandoned for whatever reason. We can have a lot of fears that are coming out, something that is make us feel uncomfortable. And I think it's good. I think it's good that we are jumping into this cycle where we need to accept that we are human beings, and we need to see what is actually make us fear and what is actually make us feel in that way, so we can investigate and go more deeply to understand ourselves in an emotional level. Saying that, we have in a summary that the Scorpio is coming here to say you have to conquer your fears, you have to conquer the light, because Scorpio is an amazing sign. They can transmute the darkness, they can transmute the low vibrations, the low energy. They no longer help us to grow. And a Scorpio can do an alchemy, can transmute, can change, can transform all of that. And I think it's beautiful for us to understand that. More now, they check this out, we have Pluto retrograding on the 25th of April, and Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, so we have that influence here as well. So when we talk about retrograding, we are not talking about that the planets are go backward. No, there's a terminology in astrology to say that energies come more inside that is going to be external way. Which means that if Pluto is retrograding, is asking you to say what part of your person need to be transformed. What part of your behavior, responsibility, values, everything that is related with yourself and your actions need to be transformed. Plutonian energy is all the time probably the most difficult to do because we don't want to see the bad things, we don't want to see our mistakes, we don't want to see our fears, but Pluto is actually showing up and it's asking you to go within and go from inside to ask you to say what you need to transform, and you need to transmute and filter all of that to show the lights at the end. Of course, it's your decision. I will never say you have to pick it up the lights. You can say, okay, I want to be in the darkness, I want to be sad forever, I don't want to transform myself. This is totally up to you. Everybody have free will. That's why God give us the free will to choose. What I'm trying to say is if you want to take positive of that, Scorpio rules in the full moon right now, where the emotions are in the surface, where it's asking you to say, okay, something is not working, or something is actually need to clean it out from your childhood, from days before, for work, for toxicity for your partner, anything that is related with this, vomit out. I know sounds bad, but vomit out what is no longer serve us, what is poisoning us. And Scorpio is really good to transform and transmute that, to say, okay, I learned my lesson. So check this out, because already I'm going to show up how many planets we are gonna have on May. I'm just gonna read you right now all the planets are retrograding and the dates, so you can have them in your mind. So we have Pluto in the 25th of April, it's already gone, it's already starting right now. Then we have Saturn on the 11th of May, Venus on the 13th of May, Jupiter on the 14th of May, and Pallas, there is an asteroid, will go in the retrograde from the 17th of May. So if you see all of that come from the first 15 days of May. So guys, be ready. Be ready, because we are gonna have the emotional roller coaster over here, and we're gonna have a lot of things to change and a lot of things to transform. So let's do it. Second planet is Saturn in Aquarius. As I mentioned before, please don't get crazy to try to move on fast, because this month is particularly not gonna help you to do that. And don't go thinking that you're gonna get everything what you want in the less time that you can, because you are transforming yourself right now. No, this, as I said, is take time and a space and materialize whatever you wanted, take work to do. Saturn is in Aquarius. The Aquarius is the humanitarian planet, where also is the planet of contraction, the planet of rules, and it's kind of like the box planet. I say box because everything is quiet and closed. It's not gonna make you expand, it's gonna make you go inside. But because it's retrograding, it's telling us to stop and value our own rules, our own structures for ourselves, our own values, what we value the most. But in this level, the Aquarius is there, it's very airy, so it's going to be a lot of thoughts and ideas to say, is this the line of life that I like? This is the structure of life that I like, or that I want to be there? There's going to be talk about habits, rules, norms, guidance, everything that is talk about a lot as well of productivity. So it's time to reflect and probably do an accountability of what is the values that you already are using that are no longer helping you out, and what is the new structures that you need to apply with. There's no work, probably will be work, because Saturn is very work related, and there's anything Not work as it's going to be work in money related. When I'm talking about work is put the effort on. Saturn is going to always give you the good things if you put an effort on. So Saturn is asking you, okay, you need to make an effort to work in yourself and what you value the most and what is the structure of life that you want. Is a big one, but you have a lot of months for it. Lost the planets right now. So we have the third is Venus in Gemini. My lovely Gemini, you're suffering a lot, and I know that you don't like to be unsocial because you are a social sign. You like to go out, you like to connect with people, you get to go to the surface and know everything that you can. You like to expand yourself. But having Venus in Gemini is also talking about beauty, love, and relationships. And when we talk about Gemini, they love to look good. They love to have that kind of pampering time. But when we are in this season right now, we can't go out without putting a mask. Also, we can't socialize. I mean, face to face, as a Gemini likes. So it's a times of this Venus in Gemini can feel inside you, can make you feel quite sad because you can't be connected with the people that you love in the way that you wanted. But on the same time can bring old relationships to you, all love relationships, plus probably for some of you are making you, because it's in retrograde, are making you think and reflect and make a lot of, you know, journal or make quite a background of is my relationship actually what I want? And I'm really sorry, I hate to do that, but if it's Venus is in retrograde, most of the time it's gonna make you think if the relationship that you're having now with your partner is actually giving you the strength and the value and the love that you're looking for. The same the relationship with work, the same the relationship with the family or this friends, or you will see that probably some relationship with your friends, you will feel that you are looking for something different and your friends are already not looking for the same that you're looking. So your relationships are very delicate right now. So don't rush to make any decision. As I said, retrograding is making a lot of background relationships and background reflections of what you really wanted, but it's not a time for action. It's time for thinking, and it's time for reflect and meditate about it. Okay, so don't go crazy to do the relationships or decisions that you probably regret when this time is over. So May is a very intense month, as I said. You're gonna go to the next retrograde. Just hold on. Next one is Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be retrograding in the sign of Capricorn. Whew, I'm telling you. Jupiter takes almost a year. If I'm not wrong, it's 12 months to go around the Earth. And retrogrades once in a year. And take place this May, I think it's 14th of May. I will give the dates after. And is retrograded this month. And will take longer to go to straight again. So Jupiter, the planet of expansion, but plus is going to be as well the wisdom planet, the religious, spiritual journey. We talk about Saturn, that is contraction, right? So Jupiter is the contrast. It's absolutely the expansion, the way that you can open up and grow more and absorb more for the life in general. So having this placement that is Jupiter with Capricorn. Capricorn is famous for their resilience. They are very strong signs, they are quite stubborn as well, but once that they have an idea how to get money, how to be wealthy, they will be absolutely go for it. They know about money, they know how to actually have good money around and how to be wealthy and how to be as a boss, as a business related. So having this and Jupiter in expansion, we are asking right now in a retrograde to say, are we happy with our work, job, career, personal fulfillment, or career fulfillment, a study? This is actually what I wanted. When we go introspection, when Jupiter go introspection, it's most of the time expanding the thoughts of most of the time, some of you can be entrepreneur or have that ideas to expand business, to say I want to get that more far, I want to work in this one because I know if I get this and I carry on to be consistent, because Capricorn is the step-by-step sign. He knows if you're gonna do 3,000 miles, start with one step. This is Capricorn energy. It is inevitable. We need to understand that we want to get the first position in life. We have to start for the step number one. So then when we get 8,000 steps, then we can get the number one. So this is the step that Jupiter is telling you. Is like, okay, do you want to expand your business? You want to get growing up? You have Capricorn that is telling you everything step by step, following the steps, following the dots. Don't go away and don't get distracted, because this is what Capricorn say. So if you are already having your doubts, if you are already quite like, do I really like my job? Do I really happy doing this? Is this what I want to do for my next 5 years of my life, or my 3 years, or my 3 months? So I think it's time now to sit down and say, this is going to be priority for me, so I need to do something, right? But it comes with a warning. And this planet is the expansion, and can be expansion because we have a Scorpio energy around it, expansion of depth, expansion of not having a good wealth. And when I'm talking about good wealth, it's not a wealth that you actually putting work to have it. It's probably that you are taking advantage of someone else to get wealth. So Scorpio is sometimes a really hard energy to go through. So because Jupiter is in Capricorn right now and have some conjunctions with Plutonian energy, you need to be aware of that, because Plutonian is Scorpio energy, is similar. It's going to be the ruler. So come with a warning that is, remember to think and remember to be vigilant of your self-narrative. Your self-narrative is the most important here, because it's the way that you talk with yourself. If you expand your thoughts to keep self-sabotaging you, to keep putting yourself down and asking yourself to why you're going to do something new, why you're going to do a new entrepreneur way when you don't have no money, if you carry on like that, then you will not fulfill that imagination, not that vision that you have for be better, or for create something better for your career and for yourself in general. So you have to be very, very careful about debt, about not good wealth, and also how about the thoughts that is expanding in your own mind regarding all of these wealth, work, job, students, studies, all of that. You have to be really careful. So that's why this month, as I repeat 3,000 times, don't make too many actions. Make the action to go within and understand yourself in different levels. So we talk about Venus, we talk about Pluto. Venus is love and relationship. Pluto, way to transform yourself, death and rebirth. Jupiter, the way that you expand yourself and the way that you open up and be more aware, and that is absorbing anything that you come in within. And we have Saturn, that is the planet of constriction, and it's going to be the structure of self and a structure of your life. Then for final, thanks God, because it's going to be crazy this month. I am so excited. Anyway, we have the asteroid or planetoid, I think it's an asteroid if I'm not wrong, call it Pallas. Pallas is literally the asteroid who's going to be touching more deeply your brain, how your logical and your function in your brain works. So Pallas is talking about, if I'm not wrong, we'll call this Athenas, and Athenas was a mythology goddess that is born from the head of the father. So is actually the energy that is not related with emotion and heart, and no, we are talking about logistic, we are talking about the way we think, without to think too much what we feel. So it's all about how to make things happen and how your brain work in an amazing way to get to focus on the goal and go for it. Makes sense what I'm saying? So, but right now we are in retrograding, so it's kind of like a little dot in the cake, like a little cherry in the cake. It's kind of like, ta-da! We have 4 planets in retrograde, we have full moon in Scorpio, and then ta-da! We have an asteroid already that is in retrograde. Having a Pallas in retrograde is a slight question to make us think about our plans and how our plans was before didn't work at all, and we wanted the plans in exactly the same way, but we want them to work. So is talking about our creative endeavors and also our plans regards society. So how we're gonna present our plans to the society or our ideas, for make sense. So is and stop to say what is the plans wasn't working for me at all and why didn't work, what I do have to do for this specific plan work from my next projects. So Pallas is, as I said, is a very critical mind and very judgmental, and also really good about what's good, what is right, and it's all this thinking that you have when you judge someone. So before you make an action, as I said, it's in retrograde, is actually asking you to slow down and see what in the past didn't work, talking about your actions and your creative endeavors plus your plans, your strategies. What didn't work, about love, about communication and skills, anything related with it. So, guys, thank you so much for staying all of this long message. I can't thank you enough. We're gonna jump into the tarot reading in a second. But please subscribe, give a like, share with your friends, and don't get crazy, because this is gonna take longer to happen, and also it's gonna start to happen. Some days you're gonna feel more stronger, some days you probably not. But this full moon be a way that's going to be intense. So if you feel very intense emotionally, don't blame it. Embrace it and breathe, because it's quite strong, this full moon, and it's going to be very close to Earth. So we will feel it more than ever. So thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe, please link the bottom, everything what you like, and I see you on the next clip. See you in tarot reading. Bye! Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the tarot reading about this full moon, super full moon, sorry, in Scorpio. We're going to do today a 3-card spread. There's going to be past, present, and future. I will pick up one oracle card from the goddess, from the Power Oracle, and we're gonna talk about as well for another oracle, this JUDY Crystal Healing deck. And I do think this is one of the best decks that I have so far about crystal healing. So we're gonna do this first, and I see you when all of these cards talk to me and go out. Ooh, just jumping one. Okay, so we can start now. So we have in the past the lovers. We have the Gemini feelings. Yes, we was very socializing, Yeah, we was into a lot of socializing before all of this lockdown and this spread and apex come out. Yes, we was pretty into making decisions for our own well-being in the future and how we can could adjust ourselves with a new transformational path. But you know, before all of this happened, we was very comfortable, but we never ask ourselves to make that kind of questions, to make a decision about it, how we can choose what we don't have, you know, so many choices because we don't know what we have to do, you know what I mean? So I think it's in the period of uncertainty that we are right now. So we are in the past, we have the lovers where for one part section can say that you know, you are surrounded with a lot of love as well, and it's a lot of things that came to your way that's not coming now because came in the past. That's why it's in the past related. Let me see what is in the present, by the way. Whoa, lot of, okay, we have the Four of Pentacles over here. When we have the Four of Pentacles, most of the time is something that is very, very tight to us. Is something that for us is difficult to let it go. And I do think that is very accurate with what we are living right now, but on the same time, with so many planets and retrograde we are having right now, we are in a place with we should be more stopping and creating the new endeavors rather than making action. If you see, this man over here is quite passive, and having the lovers in the past, I do think that you need and you have that decision to make, but you don't know what to do. And because you don't know what you have to do, you are called to stop and reflect. You're being called to say if this is the right decision that you need to make, or if you feel absolutely 100% comfortable with what you're doing right now. Because Four of Pentacles can also have that meaning of entrepreneur mindset, but on the same time, it's not that entrepreneur that are making the action, it's that they're making resources, they are making a lot of research, they are making a business plan, this is the Four of Pentacles for me, is having everything very close to you, that you can say, okay, if anything happen, I know what I have to do, and I know how I have to work with what I do have. Because having the lovers in the past, I have to say, lovers is a really, you know, dual card. It's very Gemini as well. And I can't say that you made the correct decisions. What I'm saying is, having the blessed to have the lovers in the past is make you think that all the decisions that you made before wasn't wrong. And it's no time right now that you blame yourself for things that you didn't or things that you did. I think that whatever you did and to make the choices that you made, you was blessed. And it's the time that you have the Four of Pentacles right now. Some of you are already thinking, as we said about the Capricorn in Jupiter, you are thinking to make a new path in your entrepreneur way or open up your entrepreneur mind. I do think the Four of Pentacles is the one who say, you know, before you make any actions, do your research. Do your planet business, do your business plan, do your strategy, create the stuff, learn from other people, do research, be more curious. Let me see what is in the future card. More Pentacles. Talking about entrepreneur, talking about money, talking about wealth. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. And it's because whatever that you made a decision about, I do feel here that is not an emotional state where you are right now. You really want to make your life more pleasant. You really want to live the good to be the great. You really want to change your mindset to attract abundance in your life. And I do think that this abundance that you're looking for is very materialistic. And having the Nine of Pentacles is another card to say that you have all what you need to do to keep carrying, doing a steady work to find out a wealth and to find out the way that you can have materialistic, material, money, wealth, and to your way. So remember that the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles is that man is in the future, is making the steps to become more as a knight, to become more expertise. What are we doing, right? Despite with this, we need to know a lot more, and we need to practice what we do have right now and mastering what we do have right now to make an action in the future to make these things happen. And because we want to make things happen, we don't want to mess up on the first time, and we don't want to make mistakes. But I do think the Four of Pentacles is telling you that you have to make mistakes, at least in the things that you know, so then you can become more master. When you jump into the Nine of Pentacles, you have that intensity, like the same the Jupiter, to expand what you know. But the Nine of Pentacles is not precisely a fast knight. It is slow, and it's also very steady. So you will have probably in the future, as I said, is something that is depending on the rhythm that you are being working for. Can be fast, can be slow, or can be something steady, or can be something regular every single month or every single day. That's all depend of you. But what I try to say is the Nine of Pentacles is gonna give you steady wealth slowly coming to you. So don't, you know what I mean, don't feel frustrated, or don't feel that because you're doing the stuff now and you expect to have rewarded, you know, in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you're gonna have it the next day. That's not how it's gonna work. This card is actually telling you that you need to be patient, because wealth will come to your way if you have, or if you want to do steady work. So that means that you have to change and shift a lot of your mindset. You have to be a lot of more open-ended. You need to do more work in yourself related, talking about how you can grow up a business, or if you want to grow out a better situation, or if you want to move out to a better house, how you can do that. So Nine of Pentacles is really nice as a wealthy guy. On the same time, probably you, because you have the Lovers, and I'm gonna just talk about relationships now. We have the Lovers, and right now we have Venus in Gemini. Probably in the relationship as well, we're gonna jump in now to another theme, because as I know and everybody know, tarot reading is not just one way. Tarot have different ways to relate. So now talking about relationships, you made a decision to be with someone that was a bliss, because it's in the past already. You was very happy to be with this person right now, but you're in a period right now. You're in a period in this situation where the Four of Pentacles is telling you to keep tight to your heart and to put very close to your heart all the emotions and all the things that make that relationship work, that make that relationship who it is, and if you feel comfortable with. Because telling you, if you carry on with this relationship, if you is still with this relationship, or you are with the earthy man, that's going to be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. There could be man, can be masculine energy, can be a woman that is very masculine as well. We're gonna talk about the Knight of Pentacles, that is a very nurturing relationship. So if you made a decision to be with this person and you're already like doubting, or you're already like having things so very close to your heart, so the Four of Pentacles is a very card to wait, to calm down, to do things more slower, because the Nine of Pentacles in the future will be very slow to give you what expectation that you have, but it's going to be very nurturing, and on the same time is very valuable. Alright, so we're gonna go here, just going to be 1 second. We're gonna go here right now with the Goddess Oracle. So I have here Arian Hood. How beautiful it is. It's a number 6 if I'm not wrong. No, number 3. My favorite number. I don't know why, but 3 has been following me since 2018. Okay, I'm gonna read you what Arian Hood say. And that is a beautiful, beautiful card. This is my new cards. I'm gonna just put it over here. Okay, I'm just going to put it here so then you can see it. Okay, so do you worry here is not enough time or that you might be running out of it? Do you feel that you are too late, too stressed or too overwhelmed to get where you need to go? This attitude is fueled by fear, which has a strange and unusual power to contract time. Ariana wrote, the goddess of time has an alignment task for you. Breathe deeply and trust the process. Know that even if you are temporarily struggling, you will always have enough time to choose how you experience your reality. You can always course correct. Consider this truth. Struggles, disappointments, or seems delays are all part of the experience of life on life terms. Yet, Arian wrote say, this is too shall pass. When cool heads prevail and faith steers your course, Thrastos is never far away. Call on the goddess Arianhood. When you begin to feel overwhelmed, and she will remind you of this truth. It's a really nice one, because relate really good with all what we're talking about of an astrology section, where you need to be aware that you have to slow down and take your time. And it says, as I said, fear and struggling is part of the business, is part of the thing. So we talk about for two ways. We talk about work and business and entrepreneur mindset, and we were talking about relationship. Both of them are asking you to slow down and think twice to do anything. Keep all the information, keep all the information, search how much you can before you make any decision. And the same, if you are in the relationship, do the same. So I do believe that you need to have some time right now, and in the month of May, Taurus, my darlings, you comes very intense this month, and we all need to have a kind of partial time to think about it. We're gonna just see now what does the crystal healing card say. I think we have citrine. There you go. We have citrine and apatite. Citrine is a really good stone to make wish happen. It used to call the wish stone is really powerful. Don't need to even be cleansed, so cleansed by itself. So imagine. I'm gonna read you citrine first. It's one of my favorite stones. I can't use it too much because it empower me too much. But if I feel, how I can say, if I feel depressed, no. If I feel too anxious or too energized, I can't use too much citrine, because energize me more and can put me in levels that I will be like, okay, I'm gonna turn angry. So citrine is very powerful, so be careful how you're going to use it. Alright, so I'm gonna just put it over here for you. Look how beautiful it is. And say, take time out for joyful play. Self-regard heals a damaged child. Abundance is all around you. You attract success and prosperity. Stop worrying, be optimistic, and allow life to happen. Trust your intuition and perception. Consult the wise child within. Your thoughts on the bigger picture are correct. Is there a family discord? Harmony is restored through pace. Everything is telling you to slow down, by the way. Citrine is telling you right now it's time to play. And it's time to have fun. And it's time to quiet, be more relaxed. Because you know that you already can't do too much and you cannot make a decision straight away. It's good to play around and be more with your child. It's a really nice one. More at the same time, if you have a relationship, it's good to jump in to be more flexible. As a Gemini, it is in Venus, is quite telling you, yes, we need to stimulate Gemini, but can be more flexible and more adaptable, as is all like dual signs do. Then we have appetite. I am not very good to pronunciation, so don't laugh at me just in case, because I can hear you through the camera. There you go. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this stone it is. I don't know, yeah. Be inspired. Discern truth within. Recognize that is real in your world and restructure your reality. Don't be deceived by false fonts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know. Teach what you know. I really like that one. You only can teach what you know. Teach what you know what you teach. That's one of my friend's sentences that he told me a long time ago. Mwah, he knows who it is. Anyway, we have appetite is telling you be inspired. It's very pointing to get back in the past, as Sapalas, the asteroids say, to see what didn't work. And if you are ready to be able to make it work. And I really like the what is this stance say, to be inspired, to be, you know, more curious and jump into a solution rather than jump out and jump into to be more dramatic and cut out all the inspiration that come to your way, even if you're struggling right now. I think everything is a change of focus. So I'm just gonna do the last two cards, that is the overall energy of this two. Oh my days. Very fire energy. We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Page of Wands. As we say about the sea train, to be a child, to be the one who was playing around, to see what is the creative endeavors come from. And then we have the goddess, we have the queen, we have the Queen of Wands over here, what is, well, can be a quiet witch as well. She's very connected with nature, with magical, with the spiritual journey, but on the same time we have this woman who knows about creativity and who knows about how nurturing and follow up what she wants. And I do think that all of this, if we spread it and we have it with that sparkling Wands energy, we need to understand that the Queen and the Page Wands are fire energy, where is directly towards creation, building up, and playful energy. So even if you're in a relationship right now that you're quite stagnation, you don't know what you're going to do, you feel quite weird, jump into the childhood, jump into that what makes you happy for now. Keep your mind busy and thinking about all the things that are not making you struggle, things that are making you more happy, and plus on the same time are making you grow or distracted or make you more relaxed. If it's going to be watch movies, paint, but something that transports you and release and soothe your brain and your mindset for the moment. And if you're jumping into the Four of Pentacles, as I said, and you have that joyful Page of Wands, is everything that you're gonna have new ideas, you're gonna have pretty exciting beginnings. And I do think that if you have this an overall energy, and we have that kind of entrepreneur mindset, when we got the fire and we got the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, is super related with art, is super related with create new states, new things that make you happy and also make you fun and have fun and enjoy every single day that you are making whatever you're doing. I hope that this resonates with you. Anyway, that's it. That's all my reading for this beautiful full moon. Thank you very much for joining me. Remember to subscribe, follow my channel, thumbs up. I'm gonna leave over here my Instagram as well if you want to join me. Tomorrow we have Instagram live. You can follow me if you want to. Just please share, enjoy, and please come back anytime if you want to check again the video. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day and see you on the next video.